Happy Monday. I figured I'd start off this video by doing a little bit of a haul. I went to the bookstore, obviously, and the bookstore is probably my favorite place in the entire world. The bookstore, the library, anywhere that has books that I can buy and take home, I love. So I thought I would just give you guys a little haul to see what I got at the store. And I went to Barnes & Noble, because that's the closest bookstore to me. I do need to try and shop more small independent bookstore. There are a couple around me that are really good, but I was also looking for vinyls today, and the independent bookstores around me don't have vinyl records. Only the Barnes & Noble does. And the closest record store to me is 30 minutes away. So first, I just got this little wedding card. My sister had a coworker get married and she needed a wedding card for them. So I picked that up for her so she doesn't have to stop on her way home from work. And then I got Hamlet, the Folger Shakespeare Library edition of Hamlet. I saw a really cool, I think it was a TikTok or a YouTube video essay that compared modern day dating, and specifically modern day dating when you're dating a man, to Hamlet. And I've never read Hamlet before. I read Romeo and Juliet in school. I read Julius Caesar in school. I read Macbeth in school. I think those were the 3 Shakespeare works that I read, and I really enjoyed them. Macbeth was definitely my favorite, but I just thought that was a really cool video essay, and I'm trying to read more classic literature, more literature that kind of makes me think and that I have to really pay attention to, just because I feel like I've spent so much time on the internet that I really kind of need to almost build my brain cells back up. So I got Hamlet. When I'm done reading Song of Achilles, I am probably gonna read this. So very excited about that. I also got Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. And this is more of a satirical book about utopia and the future that I've heard is it can be very chilling, but is also very relevant to the times. So this is also going in my TBR list. And then I got a couple of books from work because we just started a new unit. We just started our zoo animal unit, and then we're gonna go into farm animals in a few weeks, and I just needed to pick up a couple of books for that. So I got Goodnight Gorilla, which is a super cute book about bedtime at the zoo, and we listened to it on YouTube today, and the kids really liked it, so I picked up a physical copy of it because I really prefer to read a physical copy with the kids versus watching a video, because I try to avoid the screen and videos as much as possible, because I think it just pulls them so far out of what we're actually doing, and it can be super overstimulating, especially for students with disabilities. So I always try and go with a physical copy of a book when I can. And sticking on the zoo animal theme book, I got Giraffes Can't Dance, which is also a super cute little book. And then for our farm unit, I have a few books like The Little Red Hen and Old MacDonald already. So I just picked up Miss Wishy-Washy's Farm. And that's just really cute. It's kind of, it reminds me a little bit of what was the book that I read when I was a kid? Oh, Duck for President, the book, and they kind of just, the farm animals refuse to do what they want to do, click, clack, moo, all that kind of stuff. Those are just a little bit too long for pre-K students. They're just, I needed something short and sweet. So this is a really cute book. And then for my vinyls, I got Hosier's Unreal Unearth, which I've been looking for forever. And one thing about me is I love Hosier. I listen to him pretty much every day. If I'm not listening to my playlist with like 5 Seconds of Summer and Panic at the Disco and All Time Low, Fall Out Boy, Mayday Parade, all of those bands, then I'm listening to some sort of playlist with Hosier and Lizzie McAlpine and Noah Kahan and all of the Lumineers, that kind of vibe. So I got Unreal Unearth, and then I also found Wasteland Baby. It was the only copy that they had in the store, and I look for it every time I'm there, and they have not had it, so I immediately had to buy this. And now I'm so excited because now I have all 3 of his albums. I have Hosier, I have Wasteland Baby, and I have Unreal Unearth, so I can cross off my list of like Hosier albums. I do wish I could find one of his EP, or it's a single. I can't remember if he released it as a single or not, of Arsonist Lullaby, because that is my favorite song by him. But again, I don't think that my Barnes & Noble is gonna have that. I think I have to go to a specialty vinyl store for that. But yeah, next on my list for vinyls is probably all of the 5 Seconds of Summer albums and vinyl, and probably most of their EPs too, which I'm gonna have to get a bigger vinyl rack. But yeah, very successful Barnes & Noble shopping day. So yay, really excited to read those, to listen to those. I'm probably about to pop in one of these records right now while I sit and read and finish folding my laundry. All of my clothes are folded and hung up and put away where they needed to be put away. And I have laid out outfits for the rest of the week, feeling very, very accomplished right now. Gonna give you a little idea of what I'm wearing. Again, I might not wear them on the specific days, but I probably will. This is the outfit that I'm wearing tomorrow. It's a cute little denim jumpsuit and just a red sweater that I have planned for tomorrow. And then these are my outfits for the rest of the week. Just a long sleeve white t-shirt and a little green button up that's way too big to be a button up, and some jeans. And then Thursday I am going on a walk with a friend after work, so I have just a crew neck and some leggings and a little hair clip. And then Friday, again, just jeans and a sweatshirt. This is a sweatshirt with all of Jane Austen's books on it. And then my cute little poster. Something else that I did for the next couple of weeks is I pulled out all of my green clothes that I'm not already wearing this week, just to have them on hand and have them all in one spot, because it is March, and March means St. Patrick's Day, and I love a theme. So having all of these out here, and then some of my t-shirts are green too, just right where I can see them, I can just pull that and make green St. Patrick's March themed outfits really easily. made the very bad decision, and I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I bought a 12-pack of the Bloom energy drinks. Hey, come here. Come here. Hi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I know I miss you so much. Oh. I love to get myself flowers. One, because I just think that they're so pretty. I think they really brighten up a room, really freshen up a room. And I like to try and make little bouquets myself instead of buying the pre-made bouquets. So I got these super cute flowers. I actually don't know the name of them. It just says assorted disc bud bunch. So I don't know, I probably should have done my research, but I thought they were super cute, purple and green on the ends. And that's actually the colors of the flowers that I got last time too. Last time I got some calla lilies and I put them just in this little pink vase because they were a little bit taller, and I use this pink vase a lot. So I think I might use this vase that I got from the craft store because it's super cute. It's a little lower to the ground, which I think is super cute, and it's got these really pretty tulips on it, which tulips are my favorite flower. So I think I'm gonna use this vase today. That is honestly always the hardest part, is choosing what vase to use when you put together your flowers. But I'm just going to take these flowers out of their packaging and start kind of trying to figure out how I want them placed. So I usually just lay one of these plastic things over the drain of the sink so all of the flower stems don't go down the drain, and then I'm not having to fish them out. When I'm done, I can kind of just wrap everything up. But this bunch came with 4. The other bunch of purple ones that I got came with 2. But so what I do, and this is kind of how my parents taught me how to do it, is I just line the vase up with the sink and then hold the flowers into the sink to try and get an idea of where I need to cut the flowers. And this is gonna hurt me probably more than it hurts you, but I can't find my shears. I don't know where they went. So unfortunately I am gonna have to use just normal scissors, which is so awful. So I always cut them at a little bit of an angle. The flowers are falling. I always cut them at a little bit of an angle, and I usually cut them longer than I think I'm gonna need them, because then I can cut them again once I get the bouquet completely together. I am gonna do the rest of them, and then I will come back as we're doing the finishing touches. I finished up the bouquets off camera. I actually ended up having enough to fill up both vases, which normally never happens. Normally I don't even have enough to fill up one vase. So really excited about my capabilities of figuring out how many flowers I need to fill up 2 vases this time. This is the pink vase. It just has the green flowers in it and then 1 extra purple one because it felt like there was just 1 too many in the shorter vase. And then this is the shorter vase. It is really pretty simple. I just cut them until they were pretty short and were sticking out just right out of the opening of the vase. But yeah, I think they're super cute. I'm really happy with how they turned out. And now I need to go decide where they're gonna go in my room. Here's how they ended up looking. I put this pink one in a new spot. Normally it's on the other side, but I thought the green would go best here with my little candles and my Zamboni that my sister got me, and all of my jelly cats that I got for Christmas this year. And then here's my mirror, hey. And then I put the purple pink bouquet over here with my sign at the Eiffel Tower and my little jewelry box. And this is a super cute cup and candle that my friend Olivia got me for Christmas. And yeah, I think it looks super cute. It is Wednesday. I didn't really have much going on today, but I did do a little bit of cooking. Well, I don't really know. I think it's more like prepping for something that my sister is gonna cook tonight. We're doing Mediterranean bowls for dinner tonight, and at work today, all I could keep on thinking was like, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna make falafel, I'm gonna like do all the things. I'm gonna make a really good Mediterranean bowl tonight because my family's having like Mediterranean chicken meatballs. I don't eat meat, so I eat falafel, and we don't have any more. Normally I buy the frozen, which is like really not great, especially being Middle Eastern. Like, I should know how to make my own, but I just never learned. So today I was really determined that I was gonna make my own, and then I get home and my dad informs me that it's like a 24-hour process. So had to switch gears, had to figure out what I'm gonna make. So I'm making some roasted chickpeas. So I just have a can of chickpeas. I rinsed, drained, dried them off, tossed them with a little bit of olive oil and salt, pepper, garlic powder, cumin, and paprika. And I've just got them on a baking sheet with some parchment paper, and I'm about to put them into the oven. I have it at 375 because that's what my dad told me to put it at, and he is a very good chef. I think I'm gonna start it at like maybe 12 minutes and then see how that goes. Hopefully they're good. I love chickpeas, love hummus, love falafel. Don't love raw chickpeas. And I don't know if I've ever had just plain like roasted chickpeas. So hopefully they get really crispy because I feel like I'll really, really like them if they're crispy. But fingers crossed. If not, my dad will eat them. So at least there's that. Somebody wants to go outside. You want to go outside? Well, big stretch. Just laying in bed. It's Wednesday night. I just got out of the shower, which is why my bangs look like this. I always style them the night before, so when I sleep on them, they kind of decompress and fall a little bit and then when I wake up in the morning, they're usually right where they need to be and need just like a little bit of a brush through. All about saving time in the morning, if you didn't already know that. But yeah, I am just sitting in bed. I am watching the new episode of Summer House that just came out. Absolutely love the show. It's the Renaissance Fair party, and I think that is honestly probably the best party theme that they have ever come up with. I can't remember who came up with it. I think it was Carl, maybe? But amazing theme. I love the idea of a Ren Fair. I've never been to one. I would really love to go. But yeah, hopefully this isn't too loud. I don't want to get copyrighted. If it is, let me pause it. But yeah, I am gonna finish watching this episode of Summer House, and then I am probably gonna read. I am like halfway through The Song of Achilles. I'm loving it so far. They are about to set off for Troy, and I obviously know the Greek myth of Achilles and what happens to him. I know the Greek myth of the war in Troy for Helen, but it's been a while since I've read about either of them, so this is a really nice refresher. I have a feeling I'm probably going to get very into Greek mythology coming up, but I have to wait because I bought Hamlet, and I really, really want to read Hamlet and do a whole deep dive and compare it to modern day. But yeah, I do have a feeling that Hamlet might get put on the back burner for some Greek mythology. But we shall see. Hopefully I can finish this week. It's a pretty quick read. Like, it's very fast-paced. I don't feel like I'm really sitting and the plot isn't moving. The plot is constantly moving, which I really appreciate in a book because it makes me read more faster. Like, I don't feel like I'm sitting there and it's been a chapter and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, when is something gonna happen? So I really, really enjoy it right now, and I might read more by her. I know she has a few more books, so I might end up picking those up and reading those to get my Greek myth fix in. Hey y'all, happy Friday. It's the weekend. What?
Hey, how do you feel about the weekend? Yay!
She's very excited. She actually is very excited. She literally just sat down. I had an amazing day at work. Obviously, I have the best job in the world. And then I had a dentist appointment. And normally I hate going to the dentist. Like, I feel like I'm sitting in the chair forever. My jaw gets tired. They're always trying to talk to you when they have the tools in your mouth, and then it's just awkward and horrible. But it was probably the best dentist appointment I've ever had. It took them like 30 minutes to clean my teeth. They said that, not to brag, you guys, this honestly should not be as exciting as it is, but I'm so proud of myself. The dentist said that I had perfect teeth and that I had barely any plaque and I had no cavities, which, yeah, I think I've gotten maybe 3 cavities in the entire 23 years I've been alive, but I still always get so nervous every time I go to the dentist that they're gonna be like, you have 12 cavities. Do you even brush your teeth? What's going on? But yeah, they actually used the word perfect, and I'm going to be riding that wave for the entire weekend. So just thought I'd update you guys, let you know, be impressed. It's okay. You can be impressed. It's very impressive. And then, yeah, it randomly started raining. There was a sun shower for maybe 5 minutes. And of course it was the last 5 minutes of my appointment and when I needed to walk to my car. So I got absolutely soaking wet. So I had to change when I got home, which is fine because I normally do change when I get home anyways, because I don't like to. I am an inside clothes person. Like, I'm sitting on my bed right now, but that's okay because I'm in inside clothes that are clean, that I just took out of the drawer and put on. I'm wearing my t-shirt from the Del Water Gap concert that my friend Megan and I went to. And this is, you guys, probably the biggest t-shirt I own. This design I thought was so cute because the tour was called the Chasing the Chimera tour. So this is obviously a chimera. I don't know if you can see it. And I just thought it was so cute. Megan and I both got the same shirt, but it only came in an extra large. So it is swallowing me whole, but it is so comfortable. The collar is like this really nice thick material. It's a really soft shirt, so I'm not mad about it. It's really comfortable. But anyways, I was driving home. I saw the cutest thing. These two girls, I think they were sisters, were out in my neighborhood and they were dancing in the rain in their driveway, and their mom was watching them just like smiling and laughing. It was the cutest thing that I have ever seen. Like, it just filled my heart with so much joy and happiness. Like, I love girlhood and just being able to like go out and dance in the rain and have so much fun, and their mom getting to watch them make that memory together. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. And I saw a rainbow. Like, you really cannot beat today. You really cannot. It is Friday night. Well, really, technically, I think Saturday morning, but I'm staying up a little late tonight because it is the first race of the F1 season this weekend. It's the Australia race, so I am watching qualifying right now. Yay. We'll see. It literally just started like 10 minutes ago, not even. So we will see how that goes. We'll see if I even end up staying awake for long enough to watch the entire thing. I might not, because I've been up since 5:30 this morning and I am tired. But yeah, I think this is probably where this video is gonna end. So if you stayed all the way through, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time.